a man discovered in terror that the hotel where he was staying was shrinking every day, so severely that even the glass was being crushed. Nick was terrified. To make the room appear more spacious, he threw some furniture out the window. Realizing he couldn't just sit there and wait for doom, he drew out the hotel's layout from his memory, but after struggling for several days, he still couldn't find an exit. Since the hotel was shrinking daily, other tenants also moved their furniture out. While Nick was searching for an exit, he noticed something behind the wallpaper, so he peeled it back. Unexpectedly, there were mysterious tentacles in the wall. They looked disgusting. Nick felt his scalp crawling. To figure out what they were, Nick grabbed an iron plate and quietly approached. He scraped off a piece of the tentacle. The next second, a horrific scream echoed through the building. The building also shook violently, frightening Nick back to his room. What he didn't know was, at that moment, the woman at the hotel front desk walked over. Seeing the tentacles, she wasn't surprised at all, but tenderly caressed them with concern. In the days that followed, Nick continued searching for an exit daily, but since the hotel kept shrinking every day, some tenants were forced to move into the hallway, and eventually just moved into Nick's room. They also ate Nick's food, and used his personal belongings. People even started living on top of his wardrobe. Nick asked everyone to help draw a map, but not a single person was willing. They even kicked Nick out of his own room. Nick was immediately devastated. He never imagined that just staying at a hotel would lead to this kind of situation. Exhausted, he fell asleep in the hallway, but just then, the wallpaper mysteriously peeled off, covering Nick like a blanket. The next day Nick was awakened by a phone call. He ran into the room. As soon as he entered, he saw a young man hanging up the phone. This instantly infuriated Nick. He felt that phone call was their only chance to escape, because the hotel phone could only receive calls, not make them. He scolded the young man for missing the opportunity, but the people around didn't care about this, and instead blamed Nick. Hearing this, Nick became completely enraged. He grabbed a mop and drove all these people out of the room. Finally, it was quiet. What Nick didn't expect was that the people who had lived in his room for several days not only didn't thank him, but repaid his kindness with hostility, throwing things at him from the opposite window. Left with no choice, Nick had to dismantle the bedboards and completely seal up the window, planning to stay in the room and never come out again.